So we're now entering a period of time where it's very, very close to being Bronny James' last chance. It's getting real close to being his last chance because Gabe Vincent is somebody who is now injured. Gabe Vincent out. Luka Doncic out. As you can see here, Lakers guard Gabe Vincent expects to miss 2 to 4 weeks after undergoing an MRI and a sprained left ankle. Bronny with all the Lakers injuries. This is now Bronny's time over this next while. Like, they don't actually have someone in his position. And this is where we'll realistically see how many minutes he plays, what he's going to do, because they're going to play Bronny. It's as simple as that. They are going to play Bronny. Magnon's not a point guard. Bronny is going to play. And we will see within the next 3 to 4 games if Bronny's going to be in or out of the league. He will probably be permanently shoved to the G League very soon, once all the players are healthy. But he has chances. He absolutely has his chances. Like, the guy played 20 minutes against the Portland Trail Blazers. He scored 0 points. He did not look... looks like he's one of the worst offensive players in the league. But we're now at a situation where they don't actually have a backup point. Bronny's not a backup point. Unless Nick Smith Jr. comes in, who, by the way, isn't that much better than Bronny. Nick Smith Jr. he's better, but he hasn't been that much better. So we're looking at the guy probably going to play the guts of 15 minutes a night. Because Austin Reeves can't continue to play 45 minutes a night. Luka is out for at least another 2 to 3 games. So with Luka being out for 2 to 3, it becomes really, really tricky to really do anything if you're that team. It becomes real tricky to have anyone at the one. Look, I don't think the Lakers win many games while Luka's out. And that's the problem where it's they're not tanking. They're not tanking. Luka's injury is minor. I think Luka would be playing if it was later on in the year. He has a sore hand and a bruise. He's a jammed finger and a bruise on his leg. Bruised leg. But he's gonna get a chance today. There's a 0% chance that Bronald does not play later today. Because at the end of the day, Bronald is he is somebody that he's someone that's not good enough, but is going to get that opportunity. There are opportunities for players all the time when teams go down. And there's been plenty of players that absolutely have not been good enough to be in the NBA, but have been given their chances. And they have been, they've taken them. And he's going to get his chance. And this isn't going to be, Bronny's not a mascot anymore. If you look at this team, Jake LaRavia is not a point guard. Austin Reeves is not really a point guard, but he's playing there. Chris Magnon is not a point guard. He's not a point guard. So you're now at a situation where he is the only real backup player that can play the point. I'm not even going to say he's a point guard who can play the point. Because I don't think Nick Smith Jr. is great either. Their bench is Christian Coloco, Nick Smith Jr., Dalton Knecht, who's not far off being out of the league either, Magnon. This is the worst bench I've ever seen in the NBA. It's so bad they're starting Jake LaRavia. They might start Dalton Knecht. And that potentially could make their starters worse. Which is kind of mad. That actually could make their starters, their bench even worse if they end up starting Dalton Knecht. But the Lakers are the worst bench ever. So he's going to get his chances. Like when I said he'll be out of the league soon, that was, under the assumption that Gabe Vincent and Luka Doncic weren't just going to drop down. That they weren't just going to randomly get injured. And now he's going to get his chance. All the other guards are injured. So this is going to be his time. He's probably not going to get another one. If he doesn't take this chance over the next 2 weeks. Like if he comes out of these 2 weeks with more turnovers and fouls and points, he might never play another NBA game again. Because the LeBron, we need to please LeBron era of the Lakers is done. That era of the Lakers is over. And look, should they have signed some? Bronny signed a 4-year guaranteed deal. You're not trading him for anyone. You're making your money. Like it's genuinely one of those things with Bronny where it's like it's now or never. It is now or never. Like all the other PGs. Like every other point guard is injured for this team. And there's never going to be a scenario. And I understand Bronny James isn't a point guard, but he's going to have to be. A lot of people are going to be like, oh, but like you can't judge him as a point guard because he's not a point guard. Because he's not a 2 guard. Like he is not going to make it as a 2 guard. If Bronny can't play point guard, just freaking cut him already. He's going to have to play there. He genuinely has to learn. He has to learn point guard, or else he'd be learning Chinese. Like maybe he'll have to learn. Where in Europe could he go? Maybe he'll have to learn Greek. Go play for a mid-table team in Greece. He's gonna have to learn Greek if he doesn't learn point guard. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, it is. This is going to be, this next 3 or 4 games is going to be the period of time where he gets the most chances. He's never going to get this opportunity again. And this is where he can prove us wrong. This is where he can prove the people saying that he's not good enough to be in the NBA completely wrong. Because I don't believe he is. I think most of you guys don't believe Bronny James is good enough to be in the NBA. But there are people that do, and most of them have the surname James. So yeah, that's pretty much it. What do you guys think in the comment section below? Do you guys agree with this? Do you guys disagree with this? Or do you guys think that, it's not it's not a big deal? I think it is. I genuinely do. I think it's now or never. I think that if he look, and I'm not saying it's an impossibility. Like Bronny James is a skilled basketball player. I don't expect it to happen, but I really do hope that my next video about Bronny is Bronny proved us all wrong and not Bronny James proved us all right. I hope he proved us wrong. Like when I'm negative on a player, I love being proven wrong by that player. Because what does that mean? It means the player has done well, and if you don't, as a basketball person with opinions, especially making them publicly, if you're not happy when somebody you've criticized does well, then I don't know if you're just a fan of basketball. But anyway, I'll see you guys.